TV weatherman is fighting back after he was fired for something he said on live TV. He says he didn't say it, but to many of those watching, it sure sounded like he uttered an ugly racial slur. Les Trent has the details.
Couple of shots of some cold air heading our way.
A TV meteorologist is fighting for his professional life today after he says he was unfairly fired for making a flub on live TV. Jeremy Capel says he got tongue-tied during a broadcast and uttered what sounded like an offensive racial slur.
Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
Viewers in Rochester, New York were stunned. They took to social media to vent their outrage. That's a shameful slip. This is awful, for real. Even the mayor weighed in and pulled no punches. It is beyond unacceptable that this occurred. There must be real consequences for the news personality involved. Capel was fired Sunday night by the station's news director.
Meteorologist Jeremy Capel is no longer with News 10 NBC.
I spoke with the weatherman and his wife Lisa today.
Please explain to me how this came about.
I simply ran his name too fast. Martin Luther King Jr. came out too fast. And as I did, I crunched two words together. And I want you to think about this. First, say his name, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., 5 times real fast. See if it's easy for you. And then you take the two words, King and Jr., and you bash them together. Guess what you get?
Capel is getting support from some big names in TV news.
For anyone who's done this, as long as we've done it, on air, you flub. You make mistakes. It would seem as if the guy made a genuine mistake.
Fellow weatherman Al Roker tweeted, "I think Jeremy Capel made an unfortunate flub and should be given the chance to apologize. Anyone who has done live TV and screwed up understands." An I Stand Behind Jeremy Capel petition has gotten 33,000 signatures. Just 12 people have signed a counter petition. Do not rehire Jeremy Capel after his racist words. The station is standing by their decision to fire Capel. An utterance such as this with no immediate apology, regardless of intent, is unacceptable and inexcusable. We believe we have done what is right for our station and our community.
Lisa, I'm just wondering what effect this is having on you, the kids, and on Jeremy.
You are shook to the core when something like this happens to your family. It's not something that we were expecting, and it was devastating. We're handling it through our faith right now, but I know who he is.
As far as my career, my future, I honestly have no idea.
Capel has worked as a weatherman for 2 decades.
All right, so we just heard again that Mr. Capel is fighting for his career. He's fighting for his life. We just heard this. Okay? All right, and I don't mean life as in his physical health. I mean life as in his well-being, life as in his fatherhood, taking care of his family, taking care of his children, taking care of his wife, and this and that, and the third. Okay, this man been in television, but been doing the news. I don't know if he was always a weatherman, but been doing the news for 2 decades. You know what 2 decades is? That's 20 years. Okay, that's 10 and 10. That's 20 years. Okay, he's been doing television, news, weather, or whatever for 20 years. Okay, now I know I've already made a video about this a while back when it first broke. Well, he's back in the news again, trying to fight for his career, trying to fight for his job. I commend him for not giving up. I commend him for not giving up. Okay, I know a lot of people that probably gonna view this ain't gonna like or not gonna like what I say. What's up, Mr. Richard Munson? What's going on, man? I know a lot of people are not going to like what I say. What just happened? Oh, there it is. I know a lot of people are not going to like what I say. But I don't care. When I feel like I should fight for something, then I'm going to do it. Vernon John said, if you see a good fight, get in it. Okay? My question to most of us, why is it seem like every time you turn around, we forever pulling the race card? Every time you turn around, we forever pulling the race card. The ones who are saying this, and I'm talking about that flipped out bitch mayor that called for his resignation and all of that right there. Did you take the time to go to his Facebook page? I did. I searched it and I searched it and I searched it and I searched it. I have witnesses. Did I not search his Facebook page? Yeah. Thank you. I searched everything that I could find about this young man. Okay? And I couldn't find one thing. I even prayed. I said, Lord, if he is guilty, then fire him. If he meant to do that, then keep him fired. If he is not, if it was just a slip of the tongue, give him his job back. This is what we should do. Period. If he's a man of faith, this is why there is so much division in the body of Christ. Period. Because every single time a brother slip or something happens, we want to crucify them. Period. The Bible says that a house that is divided cannot stand. Period. If he's a brother of faith, then we should pray for him. I mean, like I said, have you got all the facts about him? Now, I know, I didn't search his family tree. I didn't do none of that. No, I'm not stalking the dude. Y'all fools who never want to do that, then y'all do that. I searched what I could about him, and I can't find no fault in this young man. I went to his Facebook page. He's got black people as friends on his Facebook page. He's hanging out with black folks. Dumbass. He's hanging out with black folks, dude. Period. I can't find no fault in this young man. None. Maybe you can find, see, that's what's wrong with us today. We always want to find fault in people. We always want to, but we'll go to church and oh, Jesus done gave me the rock. He must have gave you a crack rock. What is wrong with us, man? What is wrong with us mentally? Mentally. Why always the race car? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And don't give me that bullshit. You don't know what it's like being black. You's a coon. Shut the fuck up. You a coon. Coon and a fool. Don't hand me that bullshit because you the goddamn coon. You the porch nigga. You the house nigga. Period. Y'all kill me with that shit. I done had a couple of people inbox me, and I've had some people say something to me on the street. Man, you always talking up for them white folks. It ain't about color, jackass. And I'm not full black anyways. I'm half Indian and half black. It ain't about color. Period. It's about what is right. It's about right is right and wrong is wrong, dude. That's what it's about. Let me tell you something. If you actually listen to Dr. King, he didn't only take up for black folks only. He took up for white folks. He took up for Indians. He took up for Jews. He took up for anybody that was oppressed. Period. So this race shit is dumb. Every time I turn around, all a white dude got to do is make a mistake. That's all. He racist. He racist. He racist. How the hell is he racist? How the hell do you know that? How do you know? I just watched a video. Okay. where looked like a 7-foot tall black guy was pulled over by the police. Just watched it. 7-foot tall black guy was pulled. Seemed like he's 7 foot tall. That cop was black dude up here. Cop was like about right there. He kept telling him, "Get back in your car, sir. Get back in your car." "I ain't going nowhere. Homer. Why you pull me over?" He said, "Because you was doing," I think he said 60 in a 40-mile zone. That's why I pulled you over. The dummy wouldn't listen. He said, "Man, just give me your license registrations. That's all I'm asking." Then he starts fighting the cop. You're lucky your dumb black ass didn't get shot. Period. If you wrong, lay down. I can't stand a motherfucker who go out there breaking the law and then want to go fight the law. And then when you get shot, you got to stand before God and God send your dumb black ass to hell, and then what? What you gonna say then? "Oh, Jesus racist too? He racist. He saw me to hell for nothing." Every time I turn around, okay, for him, just like 3 teens broke into this man's house. Okay? 3 teens en masse broke into this man's house. The man shot and killed all 3 of them. All 3 of them. His friends and his family told him, "You shouldn't have done that." I tell you what, bring your black ass over here then. Bring your black ass over here. That's what you do. Bring your ugly black ass over here and talk about taking something from me. That's what you do. And if Miss Aether Lucas don't come pick your black ass up, my name ain't Mungeon. I promise you that, and this ain't no talk, this for real. Y'all killing me with that shit, bruh. He didn't have to kill him. They broke into this man's house. Then one idiot talking about that was overkill. It was overly dumb that you would break into somebody's house to rob them. That's over stupid. That's over stupidity. And let me go on and tell you something. I don't give a shit about what you say about my language. I don't give a shit about what you talk about when it come down to you always taking a, well, excuse me, white folk, boy, you a cracker over. Go to hell. I love human beings. Period. I've jumped that white folks. Go back to my videos, asshole. I've jumped that white folks. I've jumped that black folk. I've jumped that Mexican folk. I've jumped that. I don't give a damn what you is. I'm not a voice for one race of people. I'm a voice for the people. Jesus wasn't a voice for one race of people. Jesus was a voice for the world. That's why he came and died for the world. Read your Bibles in there. So don't hand me that fuck shit about you always you that see? The white folk done got to him. I guess crack got to you. Now if you gonna come with that bullshit, stay off my fucking page. I'll cuss your ass out. I'm doing it now. Period. Stay off my fucking page. I don't need you and nothing that you got. Don't none of you motherfuckers pay my bills and none of that. You don't do shit for me. And you better believe this ain't no talk. I can back up every motherfucking thing I say. I swear to God. So so please don't think you internet gangster. No, bitch. No, I'm not. I can back up every motherfucking thing I say. Like I said, though. Y'all killing me with that shit. I am so sick and tired of us pulling that stupid ass race card. Every white person ain't racist, jackass. Every white person ain't racist, dude. Every cop ain't racist. Like I said, I just got finished watching the video of a police officer pulling over a dude. You can see it. He doing 60 miles an hour, I believe. And then he spun out. The cop told him, the black guy got out of his truck. And do you know that cop never pulled his 9mm or whatever they carry, that Glock, whatever? He pulled his taser. He didn't pull his 9. Even though the dude was not complying, he started fighting with the police officer. I feel bad for the cop because the cop was no match for him. This was the guy and this was the police officer. Go look at this on Facebook. Matter of fact, I'll share it to my page so you can see what I'm talking about. He fought this dude by himself it started from the outside, went into a convenience store. Do you know that cop never pulled his lethal weapon? He never did. And he kept trying to give him commands. He never did. He was racist too, I guess. Every white police officer that pulled over a black man ain't racist, jackass. That's why I don't treat all cops the same. Now, you got some dirty motherfuckers out there. Period. You got some dirty motherfuckers out there who the badge holds them up. They don't hold up their badge. Period. But you got some cops out there, and yes, I do have white police officers that is my friends. And yes, I do have black police officers, and we know a couple of Mexicans, and we know one Jamaican, and one African. I guess he's African. He sounds like it. I'm not finna treat everybody, oh, there's the race card. Hey, I'm gonna throw my card in there. There it is. The white dude, the young white Caucasian young man, really, the young white Caucasian young man who slipped up was just that, a slip. Was just that.
It sure sounded like he uttered an ugly racial slur. Les Trent has the details.
A couple of shots of some cold air heading our way.
A TV weatherman is fighting back after he was fired
for
something he said on live TV. He says he didn't say it, but to many of those watching, it sure sounded like
this young man right here slipped up. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it 1,000,000 times. He slipped. Okay? I believe it. Like I said, I prayed about it. My pastor believes it. A lot of people I've showed it to, they believe it. He slipped. Period. I've searched him. No, I didn't just get on the internet and start taking up for him. I searched. I searched who he is and whatever I could find that was legal for me to search. I went on his Facebook page. I'm like, it makes no sense, bro, for us to keep throwing in the race card for what? For what? Boy, let me tell you something. The devil has ruined our minds so much until we think everything is racist. Everything that's dealing with white and black is racist. We about as dumb as some of these police officers that believe it's us against them. Who the fuck is them? And who the fuck is us? We are all part of the human race, not one race. Do you know why Christ gave us diversities and colors? Because how boring would it be for everybody to be the same? How boring would it be for everybody to be the same color? How boring would that be? You ever had a crayon box? Suppose you only had black in there. Suppose you only had white. Let me tell you, some white really don't show up on nothing. Suppose you only had whatever green in there, and that was it. You looking at a nice coloring paper, all you can color is green. All you can color is black. All you can color is white. All you can color is red. How boring is that? It's so funny because we can't stand another color. Some of us, not all of us. And I'm talking about black, white, whatever. We can't stand a certain color, but yet we'll pick up a 64-pack crayon bar and color with all colors. You ain't racist to get them damn crayon. And I've already said this. The white man is racist against the black man. But there is a color that's attached to the Caucasian man that he can never get off of him. And it shows up on every canvas, on every sidewalk, on every highway when you walking. It's your black ass shadow. It's attached to you. What you gonna do, shoot your shadow? Every black man, there's a color that's attached itself to you that you can't get. You can try to color it in all you want to. It's going to come back the same damn way. You can call it gray. Ain't nothing gray about it. It's this. White. Wonder why God did that. But you going to be racist against your own hair? Your own face? Look off my neck because I don't like it. It's white. Your facial hair gonna get white. Your balls, the hairs in your crack ass gonna get white. Your damn eyebrows gonna get white. Your hair on top of your head gonna get white. What you gonna do? You so damn racist. We always want to pull that stupid ass race card, bro. It's dumb. It's freaking dumb. Let me tell you something. Racism makes about as much sense as tits on a nun. Period. Racism makes about as much sense as two men talking about they finna have a baby together. Or two women. It's dumb. When are we gonna stop pulling that damn race card, bro? When? And then we want it to die. Racism should die. Your ass the one keeping it alive. Satan using your ass to keep it alive. And that dumb, stupid, retarded ass mayor, she dumb as shit anyways. I wonder how many dicks she sucked to get to the top. I wonder how many white penises she put in her damn mouth to get to the fucking top. Now, let's get rid of him. How many times have your ass slipped up and said something wrong? How many times? Oh, nobody is allowed to slip. This man been in television for 20 years. You mean to tell me y'all just made this man throw away his whole career for one slip? Can you find anywhere in his life where he's ever been racist? Where he's ever been... Let me tell you something. Bitch ass J. Edgar Hoover, you can find racism with that bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say. And they still got that bitch name on the FBI motherfucking building. Okay? You don't like what I say? Suck my dick and kiss my ass. And we know that bitch was a motherfucking crossdresser too. He's a bitch. Okay? Motherfucking Hitler, you can find in his whole life where he was a racist. Maurice, what are you saying? If this man is a racist, somebody should have y'all should have been able to find something to tie this man to racism. Am I right or wrong about this?
You're absolutely right.
You should be able to find one thing. No, fuck that one thing. You should be able to find many things that he's done to tie this man to racism. You should be able to find it. Find it. I've looked. When I started searching this young man out, I went in it with an open mind. Okay? I went in it with an open mind. Hey, if you're guilty, if you're normal, I don't put your ass on Front Street. But if you innocent, I'm not going to say he a racist. Jesus says, woe be unto you that bear false witness against your neighbor. You can find a lot of racism shit on J. Edgar Hoover. You can find a lot of racism shit on JB. What his name is? The one that took the presidency.
Oh, Lyndon Johnson?
Yeah. You can find racism shit on Lyndon B. bitch ass Johnson. You can find it. But ain't nobody saying nothing about them. You can find it. Trust me, we do our research. You can find it. We got books and stuff that we read. You can find it. What motherfucker Gonna love a president so much. John F. Kennedy was murdered, assassinated, murdered. Next thing you know, in the same day you taking over office, with his wife standing there beside you sobbing.
With his blood on her.
With his blood, with President Kennedy's blood on his wife. Kind of fuck shit is that? You just couldn't wait to take office, huh? You was a bitch. Period. I haven't found out one thing on this guy right here. Not one solitary thing. Not one. Not one. They said Jesus was a racist. They said he was an insurrectionist. At least that's what John Fat Boy Hagee say. He was a insurrectionist too dangerous to live. That's what fat ass John Hagee say. But you couldn't find nothing on him. That's why I love the song by Lee Williams, I Find No Fault. But I have to say the same thing about this young man. I haven't found one single thing yet that ties this man to racism. Not one. Not a single one. Not a bip, not a bop, not a goddamn drop. And I didn't say God, fool. I said God, G-O-T. Period. Not one. When are we going to stop this race card bullshit? When are we going to stop that? When are we going to stop that? When are we going to say enough is enough? Everybody ain't racist. If you want to come together, first look at yourself in the mirror. Michael Jackson told you what to do. He said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror and I'm asking him to change his ways. You ain't gonna change the world until you change yourself. This is Maurice Mungin and this is One Man Opinion. And I approve this message.